Oh my goodness, oh my gosh, what a game. First and foremost, all I gotta say is rise the heck up, baby. Let's go. Ooh, that's a big time dub by them big time birds. You feel me? On a prime time stage. Kirk Cousins show he's still like that. To Kadero Hodge, who just come in the game. That was only his second catch. By the way, that was Kadero Hodge's second career touchdown catch ever. His last one came in 2022, like November 10th, 2022, against the Carolina Panthers. What an absolute dub, and what a way to finish what was, despite me being a Falcons fan, that was a incredible game to watch. If you had no skin in the game, if you had no skin in the fight, just an incredible game to watch. But you know you dirty bird right here. Love to see the Falcons get a win at the end of it. Ooh-wee! Especially after I thought we were dead in the water, after the defense did a great job getting the ball back. Then we absolutely stink it up on offense. Jesse Bates comes up with a huge forced fumble. We recover it, and then the offense absolutely stinks it up. You lose like 3-4 yards on first down, get sacked on second down. Third down, you get a few yards, and then Kirk Cousins throws the pick because he's trying to force it. I thought it was over with. We had all of our timeouts. Defense did a great job stopping the Tampa Bay Buccaneers from gaining anything, including not getting a first down that would have sealed the game. We get the ball back. We kick the field goal. And refs, I got a bone to pick with you. Y'all was all right this game. Y'all, usually be shaky or whatever. But y'all usually be shaky anyway. But how y'all gonna call a delay a game on the Falcons for that when we was getting ready to kick that field goal? How y'all call it delay game when the ref was clearly standing over the ball? Like, what are y'all doing? What are we doing? But anywho, man, Younghoe Koo still knocked it down, even though he had to get even though he had to push back 5 yards for no freaking reason because the refs want to be dumb at the worst possible time. But anywho, we kicked the field goal, and then, man, I'm gonna tell you this too. I was praying to the Lord that we won that coin toss because I just had a feeling whoever won that coin toss was going to be able to go down and score. We won it. We took that pill, and we went down there and scored that thing, baby. Shout out to Kadero Hodge for making the plays and making that big play, man, and racing down the field and walking it off, baby. Bye-bye, Tampa. Rise up on down to Mercedes-Benz if you was a Tampa Bay fan tonight up in there. Get out of there. We don't want you in there. Rise up on out of there. Shout out to Simone Stanley. I stole that phrase from her, by the way, when she used it against me. But anywho, absolute great job for the Falcons. Big Kirko, Perk Thuggins, showing that he is that guy. And he still is like that. You like that? You like that? We like what we saw from Big Kirko tonight. Kirko changed, Perk Thuggins. We love what we saw, man. He now holds the record. My bad, y'all. I'm at work, so I had to make sure I was good. But Kirk Cousins now holds the record, single game passing yard record for the Atlanta Falcons with, I believe, 501 yards or something like that. Man, went crazy, and I had him on my bench for one of my fantasy teams. But it's okay because we got the win, so I don't care about none of that. All I care about is we got the win, and this was a huge, huge win for the Falcons. This was a huge win because now the Falcons sit in first place in the NFC South, y'all. 2-0 in the division, 2-0 in the NFC South after beating the Aints last week. The Buccaneers this week. They got the Panthers next week. Hopefully they can get a win. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But huge win. You're now 2-0 in the NFC South. You're now 3-0 in the NFC, 3-2 overall, and you're in first place, and it feels oh so good. But man, Big Kirko, Perk Thuggins, 7 different receivers. Darnell Mooney, that man right there, dapping up, getting ready to dap up Kadero Hodge. You see that down below. Darnell Mooney balled out tonight. I just traded for him in one of my fantasy leagues too, by the way. And then obviously we know about Kadero Hodge with the game winner. But man, Kirk was hitting with all his receivers. He went to Drake. Kyle even had a decent game. And obviously he had Kadero at the end. Darnell Mooney all game long. Ray McLeod had some nice receptions too. So Kirk was just dialed in with this offense, and this offense seems like finally something clicked with them, and that is what we absolutely love to see. Hopefully this is a sign of things to come for this offense. Hopefully they continue to put up numbers like this, and hopefully this is the game that really gets that offense rolling because the defense been holding us down. The offense is coming up in clutch situations in our wins, of course, but this was really the first game where it felt like our offense was what we thought it was going to be, what Falcons fans thought this offense was going to be in the beginning of the season and before the season started. This was the first night where you're like, that's why we got you, Kirk. And this is the first night we really felt like, that's why we got you, Darnell. And that's why we love you, Drake. And Kyle, like I said, even had a solid game too. So it was a great night on offense. Defense obviously got to fix a lot. They were going up against a really good offense in Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield's been playing well early on this season. Mike Evans is an absolute Falcons killer, and he did that again. Chris Godwin obviously is good, and the Falcons' run defense hasn't been good all year long, and it wasn't particularly good this year. But again, the Falcons' defense steps up when they need to. If they're going to do one thing, they're going to get you that stop when you need that stop, and they're going to get you that turnover when you need that turnover. Jesse Bates forcing that fumble. Again, with less than 2 minutes, having 3 timeouts, making sure that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers didn't gain a single yard, throwing it back to we are the Titans type thing. So, man, Falcons defense came up clutch. Obviously, they got to improve, and I expect they will improve. But, man, it feels good having a mini bye week coming off a win and being first place in NFC South, you dig? So, man. But, man, let me go ahead and quickly wrap this video up because I'm at work and I'm still trying to do this thing and make sure I'm doing a good job. But let me say this real quick. This was a great win. You got to build upon this, though. You cannot allow, coming off your mini bye week, and I'm sure they'll have plenty of time to get refocused, so I'm not really worried about it, but I do at least want to bring it up. You can't let next week against Carolina, a team you should beat. They've been playing better, but still a team you should beat. You can't let next week not next week, but I guess technically next week. You get what I'm saying. You can't let next game against Carolina be a trap game. You got to refocus off this little mini bye week, and then next game, not this upcoming Sunday, but the next Sunday, you got to go in there and be ready to kick tail against the Carolina Panthers. Again, a team you should beat, and you can really get a stranglehold in the NFC South. Be 3-0 in the NFC South. Be 4-0 in the NFC, and you'll be feeling really, really good about yourselves moving forward. So, huge win tonight for the Atlanta Falcons. I am over the moon. I am elated, and I'm going to keep working this Falcons postgame show for the Falcons Radio Network. If you don't know, I do that. So, either way, appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure you follow the boy. Make sure you comment. I want to see my Falcons fans comment below. If you made it this far in the video, comment or rise up, you dig? But peace.